Some of the biggest notions of God is this and that. Omnipresent, omnipotent, omniscient. So to use the word God is very hard to reconcile or recognize. Excellent point Amaya is making. She's saying, because we have defined God to be omnipresent, omnipotent, and omniscient. So what happened is that when we heard these words, we made conditions about them. So omnipotent, because we believed ourselves to be a person, then our idea of omnipotence became somebody who's giant, huge. If he appears, then his nose will be able to stand on or something. That strong, so strong. But now, what you're finding is a different type of omnipotent. When God is, then the world is. When God is, all of this time and space is. Gravity, electricity, light, sound. Only when God is, I am. I awaken, I am. And this whole light and sound show starts to show up. I am disappears and everything goes. I am appears and a different realm can appear with strange people and strange objects, that which we call a dream. Now this I am disappears, then again I am comes, and any realm can come with its own time and space and objects and qualities, attributes of all sorts. That is this I am, in the appearance of which all of this starts to play. Bigger than any idea of omnipotence that we can have mentally. We are coming to the discovery of this I am, in the light of which the world is, the universe is. From there, the sage can say that the universe is nothing but the body of God, which means what? It's just the phenomenal aspect of God. Omnipotent, omnipresent. That's what also we are checking. Omnipresent. Does all of this happen within this very presence? Is there anything outside? Is it? And if there is nothing outside of this, then what is that which is beyond all things? It is this omnipresence, I am, being. So power and presence. Then omniscient. What is it that knows everything? Again, we expected when we originally heard knows everything, we again expected it to be in a personal sort of way. Only when I know about the future, I know about everything that happened in the past, I know everything, is it conceptually or experientially. Only then will I say, I am omniscient, I am God. What we are finding is that that which is perceived here, that which has our attention, only that exists. Whether that attention seems to be on the so-called present environment, on a so-called memory, all of this past or projections of future, everything is coming from this. So that which is, like Guruji says, you perceive only that which you conceive. So that which is the conceiver of all of this, the perceiver of all of this, that is beyond any kind of mental knowing. It is all its play. It knows every aspect, every single atom of this play only moves with the will of God. It is said, no, even the blade of grass moves only with God's will. So this will cannot be separate from this pure knowing. So in this way we are recognizing that what we had understood about these concepts, that is being blown apart. And we are coming to a deeper recognition of these, which are called the qualities of God. And seeing that from this place, these are true. What we had in mind about them, yes. And that is why when we come to the recognition of this being, it can seem so simple, so innocent, so gentle, that we can feel like what happened to that omni, omni, omni. This is so innocent, like a child. And yet, as we investigate it, as we dig deeper into our own presence, we find that all of this is completely true, but it is so much more. And it is not true in the way that we expected it to be. So the story in the Bhagavad Gita where eventually Krishna had to reveal himself based on the condition that Arjuna had about him. He said, show me your giant form, the Virat roop. And there was a war on. So Krishna said, okay, let's get on with it. And he revealed himself in that way as well. But like Guruji says, Krishna must have been a bit disappointed in the play, of course, to expect that, to see that question coming from Arjuna. So hopefully with this little bit of sharing, just like, you see, the I has been used in a different way, but it's changing now to beyond attributes, without beyond form. In the same way, all these definitions will also change. Amaya says, there is this strange feeling that God cannot be separate. It is in all that is, but I cannot be God. So it's only reconcilable here in there is no I anyway. Yes. Yes, this is how the word I has been used to denote something which is limited for so long. So when we apply it to the greater you, it can feel like, oh, but the word is a bit alien to that which is so pristine. It can seem like that. But this feeling will also subside. There will be no feeling of arrogance when we say something like, I am God. Or even beyond that, if you were to say, I am that in which even this consciousness comes and goes, higher than God. But there is no rush for these things. In fact, the saying of them is not even important. So if we are more comfortable using the term consciousness and more able to see so gently, yes, even ultimately consciousness emerges and dissolves and all happens in the light of consciousness, then just consciousness is enough. We don't have to struggle with any terms.